Too often when we have discussions around the type of terrorization we saw this week, it becomes a conversation of Islam against the rest of the world. Faith Goldy is back, and Faith, when the radical fundamentalists hit the street, they are taking on anybody who doesn't agree with them. One of the people killed in Paris was a Muslim police officer.
That's right, Ahmed Merabet, the man on your screen right now, 42 years old. He had been an officer for 8 years, actually qualified to serve as detective, had a girlfriend. And a lot of folks know the disturbing images that came out showing the two terrorists coming out of their car. What most of mainstream media did was that they actually censored a part of that video. And folks who've been online, you've seen this video. There was an officer that was shot. Initially, one shot to what looks like the side of his leg, where he becomes completely incapacitated. He is no longer a threat. One of the two brother terrorists then walks up to him and proceeds to shoot him in the head, and that's why we've blurred it here, and because it is just so horrific. The extra texture to this story is that Ahmed was a Muslim. You can hear faintly a little bit of dialogue exchange, but I still wonder, was he playing with them? Did he say, I am one of you, I am a Muslim? Did he even know that they were Muslim terrorists that were doing this?
Well, it would have been a safe guess.
Yeah, exactly. And but I'm now reminded of recent statistics that have come out that show that 80% of terrorism, Islamic terrorism that has been committed in the past few years has been in Muslim majority countries. It's Muslims killing Muslims, and this is a huge fold to the story that isn't really been told.
One thing to add to the story here before we're done, we get a statement from the office of the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada, Justin Trudeau, who said those who carried out these attacks, like those who did so in Ottawa and Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, want to leave us with images of fear and chaos. They wanted us to believe that they are martyrs and to strike fear into our hearts. We will not allow them to do so. They are criminals, and criminals do not dictate how we act as a nation, how we govern ourselves, and how we treat each other. They will not dictate our values. These individuals represent a perversion of Islam, and we must continue to work in mutual cooperation and respect with the Muslim community to prevent the influence of distorted ideology and propaganda masquerading as religion. Satisfactory comment from Justin Trudeau?
Absolutely not. He refers to them as criminals. Pretty specific kind of criminal, actually. They're terrorists. And interesting that he says that they strike fear into our hearts and are not actually proper Muslims, because striking fear in the hearts of unbelievers is found as actually an order to practicing Muslims in chapter 8, verse 60 of the Quran.
All right, he does say it's a perversion of Islam. At least he's willing to address religion.
A little bit, as little as he does, again, using the very orders from the Quran to describe exactly what they did, but, we digress. It seems like the Liberal leader has yet to learn his lesson. It's okay to use the T word there, boss. You can refer to them as what they were, terrorists, properly trained by terrorist groups Al-Qaeda in Yemen, known as such, tracked as such, surveyed as such. They're terrorists. Stop referring to them as anything less than that.
More use of the terrorist word maybe by various Western leaders this week than sometimes we're used to.
Yeah, including socialist president of France, François Hollande. And that is what makes this a unique situation, or at least a game changer, I should say. The fact that the capital of the republic that is led by a socialist leader is what was attacked. Now we have the far left coming out and calling this what it is, terrorism. I think what we're going to see now is a bit of a trickle-down theory and a changing of the course from the postmodern left, hopefully, because you need to identify the problem in order to solve it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always good to have Faith. Coming up next at the top of the hour, it's Battleground. On behalf of everybody, the crews and the hosts at Straight Talk, thank you for the week, and we'll talk to you on Monday.